Emmerdale Dawn pregnancy twist as baby's real dad exposed, and it's not Joe. Emmerdale fans are convinced that a shock pregnancy twist is in the pipeline for Dawn Fletcher. Fans of Emmerdale believe they've exposed a shock pregnancy twist for Dawn Fletcher, and it's bad news for Joe Tate. ITV soap viewers will recall that Dawn, Olivia Bromley, started an affair with Joe, Ned Porteous, not long after his Village comeback last year. Dawn's daughter, Clemmy Reed Mabel Addison, was the first person to discover their clandestine romance with Dawn's husband, Billy J. Console, ultimately learning the truth. Billy was understandably devastated and promptly departed home farm to begin anew. Despite the obstacles they've encountered over the last 12 months, Joe is now happily living with his fiancée and her 3 children, just weeks after the return of his father figure Graham Foster, Andrew Scarborough. However, things could be changing very soon. During Wednesday's February 18th episode, which is currently available to stream on ITVX, Dawn disclosed to Joe that she suspects she could be pregnant, reports the Daily Star. "I've not done a test or anything and I'm not sure, but it's just my period's late and usually I'm like clockwork. So, I just assumed," she said, with an elated Joe responding, "That's amazing." Joe then hugged his bride-to-be, who appeared less enthusiastic. Later, Joe opened up to Graham about his desire to become a father. "Well, this is a surprise," Graham said about the potential pregnancy. Joe concurred, particularly since he's been taking immunosuppressants following his dodgy kidney transplant last year. Joe continued, "It was just a happy mishap. I'm absolutely delighted. I love being a stepdad so much more than I thought. But this is different, you know? The baby would be a Tate mine." Dawn subsequently walked in during the exchange and expressed her annoyance with Joe, following his revelation to Graham before she'd even taken a pregnancy test. "Joe, I don't even know if I want another child," she then said, rendering Joe lost for words. Numerous Emmerdale viewers are now suspecting a major revelation could be approaching, with the child potentially not belonging to Joe. "I don't know why, but I'm not sure that baby is Joe's," one viewer posted on Reddit. Another commented, "Yeah, I sense a twist coming up for Dawn and Joe. They've been too happy recently," whilst a third remarked, that would be interesting." A fourth viewer shared the view, stating, "OMG, that would be wild. What if it's Billy's and Dawn has been secretly having an affair with him behind Joe's back? Karma."